Let's see here. Go this way. All right. I guess we're live. That works, all right? Sorry about that, folks. My computer decided to say, so yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love computers. I hate computers. I totally hate computers. So, anyways, folks. I guess that goes with the theme for today. Done, as opposed from perfection. I'm not streaming live on four different channels. I could. One channel's more than enough for now. We'll just deal with it because I'll have to play it. I'll have to play with it and figure out what's going on with the computer tomorrow. And you know what? The thing is, perfection is a prison, but progress is your passport. See, you don't need flawlessness. You just need to be finished. We didn't need to be live on all four. In fact, I'm told I shouldn't be live on all four. I should just focus on one. But I like doing it on all four because I like taking care of the people on Facebook or the people on YouTube or the people on Instagram. You know? And we all worship perfection. Like I said, we talk about, we worship the people that cut our lawns in such a pristine way that we got those really cool lines, or sometimes the hashtag pattern thingies and stuff like that. Or we get so worried about picture frames being perfect on the wall or perfectly spaced. We get so worried about perfection that we never get a chance to focus on the real thing. See, sometimes we'll worry so much about getting the business plan perfect that we never launch the business. Sometimes we worry so much about what we're going to do, how we're going to do it in school, that we never go to school. See, my counselor coach called it paralysis of analysis. We get to the point where we are so focused on figuring out how to make it the best way possible so it's perfect. But then we never do it because we're worried that it's not going to be perfect. We never start because we're worried it's not perfect and that we're not ready for it. We're not ready to start it out. We're not ready to get it going. Whereas, you know what? If we just jump in there, say, you know what? Heck with it. Let's do this. Let's make it done. Let's get it did. Let's get her done. Get her done. Let's get her done. That builds confidence. And how does it build confidence? Well, it builds data. Because as you're trying to get it done, you're going to fail. I mean, I'll be honest, you're going to fail all over the place. I mean, you're going to all over. But that's where you're going to learn. Because failing is how you learn how to overcome those challenges. And then you can try and readjust your direction. Because see, done builds confidence. Done builds the data. Done builds your direction. And sometimes you have to do it more than once, or twice, or 3 times. And done creates iteration. Because what happens is you're going to fail. You're going to fail miserably. But the more you keep trying, the more you get back up and keep trying, the more you're going to learn how to do it better and better and better and better. And that's where mastery is born. Because see, when you do something repeatedly enough, you master it. And that's where done is better than perfection. You know, because you know what? Done over perfection is best because of the fact that perfect is literally procrastination in a tuxedo. Perfection is procrastination, all dressed up and gussied with a beautiful name. Oh, we got to get it perfect before it's done. Yeah, okay, that's procrastination. No. We're working on it. Are you really? No, that's procrastination. Because you know what? I'm guilty. I'll admit I'm guilty. I make lists left and right, and I build lists, and I analyze, and I do the whole 9 yards. And then I never start some of those projects. Why? Well, because of the fact that with those, me thinking about it and me writing it down. No, really? No, that's my pure ugly self here. And what I do is I tend to overanalyze it to a point whereas I don't like the idea anymore, and I just, nope, not going to do it. Nope, not going to do it. And so what happens is when you just attack the problem at hand and just say, heck with it, done. I'm going to do it. Done builds that data. Done builds your direction. Done starts it. Done ships it. Done learns it. Done adjusts it. Done iterates it again and again. And you know what? That's when you become a master at it. Because every time you reiterate yourself or try it again, that's when you get stronger. That's when you get sharper. Who here has ever sharpened a knife? When you sharpen a knife, do you just take the blade and run it across the whetstone one time and expect it to round be sharp? No. You got to take that bad boy and come across the whetstone a couple times. And then you got to do the other side. And then do the other side. Back and forth. And you got to do it a couple 100 times. And then the knife is sharp. See, it doesn't happen with just one swipe of the blade across the whetstone to make it sharp. It doesn't happen for you just one time to make you sharp. You got to practice and practice and practice and practice. And sometimes you're going to fail. And sometimes you're going to fail, and sometimes you got to try and stand back up and get back up and get back up and get back up. And as long as you can keep getting back up, you'll make it. You got to stop waiting for that perfection. Because like I said, perfection is procrastination all dressed up pretty. And I ain't saying pretty, but you know what? That's a perfect word for it. Procrastination is a $5, or perfection is the $5 word for procrastination. Oh, I'm waiting till I get everything perfect before I start. No, you're just procrastinating. Why are you procrastinating? Are you afraid? Are you afraid what you can try and do? Are you afraid of what happens if you succeed? There are actually people out there afraid of succeeding. Might change your whole lifestyle. They might have to let go of friends that they really aren't really their friends. They might have to change their whole outlook on life. They might have to change who they hang out with. They might have to change how they dress. They might have to change where they go and hang out. See, done creates momentum. And I want to say, you know what? Ship it. Learn it. Iterate. Win. Do it over and over and over again. And if you fail, get back up. Stop waiting for that perfect. Perfection is a delay tactic. Because if you're still polishing, you're stalling. I mean, come on. How many of you guys have actually trying to sit there and said, well, you know what? I'm waiting till I can get it just right before I try to start the new course at school. Or maybe I'm waiting till I get that new promotion before I do this. Before I start acting better at work, or before I wear this new outfit at work, or before I start doing this extra job at work. Maybe I want to try and wait until I get this promotion before I start my new business idea. Maybe I'll start that diet after I get the job promotion. Maybe I'll start that diet after the New Year's. Maybe I'll start that diet after I get that new exercise machine. Or I'll start that diet after I clean out the living room and make some space so I can work out in there. You know what? I'll probably start that diet after it starts getting warmer out and doesn't rain as much. Or it doesn't get so cold as much. See, if you're still polishing your plan, you're stalling. Cute. Ha ha ha. See, winners release. Losers rehearse. Love you too, bud. Good night.
Why are you all loud on your phone?
Because my computer keeps crashing.
You should probably fix your hard drive.
It's not the hard drive. It's something with Windows.
Oh, your little hate away thingy?
Yeah.
And also, is Mom actually sending Olivia to Bible study school?
I don't know. Who
Maybe
knows?
Mom might need to go there.
I don't know, but I'm in my life, man. Exactly. You can't wait for the right time. I mean, yeah, my Windows is stuck open. It was nice and cool outside, so I didn't care about it being stuck open, right? Bad joke. No, all kidding aside, I started my live, and everything's going great, and all of a sudden, it just done. And it wouldn't start back up afterwards. So it's like, oh, wow, awesome. And I tried again and again and again, and I'm like, you know what? It's 10:15 at night. I'm just going to go live on my phone and be done now. And I'll just upload. I'll just upload everything the hard way. But you know what? Perfection is the enemy of your next level. Because winners release, losers rehearse. If you waited to go to work every morning for every single green light to turn, every single light along your path to turn green, you'll never make it to work. No, I don't think so, because I actually use it a lot. I think it has something to do with, for me, I think I've got a bad NVMe drive.
I need you to get the line in the back of my head.
What?
I need you to get the line in the back of my head. I can't see the back of my head.
What are you wearing?
A sports bra? It's no different than Obet running around in his underwear all the time.
I'm doing a live.
Come over here. I need the line in the back of my head. At least I'm not asking you to do the whole thing.
More technical difficulties. Come here. Hey, yeah, you guys get to see my lovely, my lovely dream wall while I try and...
Don't touch anything above here.
So, while I paint my daughter's hair.
Yeah.
See? Paint. She's leaving for Cincinnati for... she's leaving for Cincinnati on a college tour trip for several days. And
I want purple hair.
She wants purple hair.
I don't want to be ginger anymore.
How far down do you want me to go?
Until the no longer roots.
Oh, okay. All right. And so...
I'll be back for when I do the brown.
You know, we're painting hair. I can say that this is a first. Single dad mode, right? Single daughter dad mode or something. All right. I guess that's it.
Okay. Hand it over.
Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks.
Bye. All right, sorry about that. Anyways. Yeah, so we got my goals, my campgrounds, little pictures of kids and stuff. More goals, business ideas, pictures of kids. So yeah, and my happy little computer screens. My little AI thing I've been building. So that's my current network status. It's actually kind of neat. I figure I'll share it with you guys. So we got all the different servers, and we got the main server here. That's Serenity. Then we got Helm's Deep. We got Rivendell, Hobbiton, and Papa's. And all these little things here are, it's doing backups right now to Serenity. Rivendell is. And Helm's Deep is doing backups as well, too. And, of course, we got the internet going on. So, yeah. Nice. Fascinating. And, of course, we got our happy little I have a dream and I'm not lazy sticker that we'll catch later on tonight. But, yeah, that's my little AI workshop. Neat, huh? Yeah. All right. Smurf. That was my AI workshop of all the things AI that's going on in my network. Anyways. So, yeah. No, come on. Don't want my phone to go to sleep yet. I still got a lot of work to do. Anyways, if you're still polishing, you're just stalling. Plain and simple. You know, I hate saying it like that, but the unfiltered truth is perfection is procrastination wearing that fancy suit. Where execution is your evolution. And that's when you put your work boots on. See, it doesn't matter whether you try and do something that's half-assed or not. The point is you're doing something. You know, you're moving towards a goal. You're doing something that's going to help you in the long run. You know, that's what really, really matters. See, a lot of people, like I said, they just worry about getting things perfect. You know? Oh, I got to get the video perfectly done proper, and I got to try and get the quotes up there proper. We got to get the captions done right. We got to get this done right. We got to get that done right. And I got to post it at exactly 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, all day long. You know, and if I don't, well, it's not perfect. But you know what? You don't get better by just thinking things through. You get better by just trying and working at it. See, there's this thing. They joke about book smart and world smart. All right, I was actually talking to my intern earlier today about that because he's talking about going back to school, which I told him he should, because he's really getting a kick out of it. Because I had him trying and working on network today, and we installed a Tailscale network across probably about 30 something Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's all across the nation. And after setting up a Cloudflare network for him, and he's like, I don't understand what we just did. So I explained it to him, and it's like, that's actually really neat. I'm like, oh yeah, it definitely is neat. I'm like, he's like, how does that entail with, cybersecurity? I'm like, well, it adds a little bit extra little layer of security because of the fact that we created these little tunnels that go from one side to another side. And picture putting a straw inside of a garden hose. I'm like, and that's what we did, is we put a straw inside of a garden hose. And he's like, oh, wow. And he's all curious about going back to school now. And I'm excited about that. I think that's awesome. That's cool. Because you know what? You have to try. You have to try. You have to try and get better. You have to try and get stronger. You have to try and get more knowledge. Because every time You try and fail, you learn from it.
Can you see if I got it all in the back?
Yep.
Okay.
You've got it all. Oh, were you talking about your hair or your sports bra?
My hair.
Oh, yeah, you got that too.
Okay.
Single daughter dad. Yeah. I hate that smell. I truly do. But you know what? She wants to be purple. She can be a purple people eater. No, thank you. She's dyeing her hair ginger on top and purple back here down. And so she's got like two rat tails coming down her back that come down to like about the middle of her back, and they're purple. I mean, it's like maroon purple. So I'm like, wow. And she's leaving it. I'm dropping her off at 4:00 in the morning to leave for Cincinnati for several days as she's going on a college tour trip that she got through the National Honor Society. So I'm excited about that, but I'm kind of like, why are you dyeing your hair for a college? You're going to college, not going there for socialness. But, whatever. Yeah. National Honor Society picked her to try and go on a college trip. So they're checking out like several different colleges in Cincinnati, Kentucky, and that whole area. Louisville, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, and that area down there. So supposedly like 6 different colleges in 4 days. So I'm excited about that. I'm proud of her. My son yesterday, my son Tron and got got second place in Taekwondo. Was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, Saturday. Second place at a tournament in the first of 3. Got second place in the first of 3 tournaments, the end of year tournaments. So I'm proud of him on that one. I'm even proud of him for almost burning the house down tonight. Oh, wait, I didn't talk about that out loud, did I? Yeah, he almost burnt the house down tonight. He was making some French fries on the stove with a skillet and some oil, and was he wasn't doing things perfectly. But you know what he did perfect? He was quick to put it out. He learned a very valuable lesson. You don't cook oil on a stove with a burner on full blast and sit there and take a nap at the kitchen table. Yep. I was actually at my desk working, and I smelled smoke, and I look over at the camera and I see flames on a stove going up to the ceiling. I'm like, oh shit. He freaks out, comes flying in here, not knowing what to do. And he runs around, goes back in there, and he takes the lid and puts it on top of the pan, extinguishing the flames instantly. I'm like, good job, Obes. Good job. And he's feeling all bad because he actually almost burnt the house down. He's like, do we have to call the paramedics? Do we have to call the fire department? No, we don't have to call anybody. You put the fire out. Why would you call the fire department? You put the fire out already. And so, but yeah. And boy, what a smell we had. Ooh, doggy. Yep, nothing like burnt French fries with burnt oil. But you know what? It was good times. Ha! You know what? I actually did something similar to that. And I'm not going to try and... oh, hang on a second. Somebody messaged me on why I'm not live on Facebook. One of the people in my inner circle. So I had to tell them that I'm not live on Facebook because I'm having TikTok issues. Let's see here. Where is it? I guess I could try and do this. Stormwalker. Where is it? I'm looking for where it's at. I did a report on that. And on myself and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, I didn't realize I had that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how far back this was I did this. I mean, I'm going back months now. Personality chart. Where is it? My goodness, this goes really far back. Apparently I didn't save it after all. Oh well. I thought I had it. But I guess I don't. I But no, I had done a complete. Yeah, I took a personality test. That merged my birthday and all the other stuff in there with it, and it was like wow, fascinating. Definitely fascinating. And that's what I was looking for, but I can't find it. Apparently, I didn't save it or something. So, oh well, life goes on. As I keep scrolling, looking through my histories. But you know what? Enough of that. See, thing is that we're all not stuck. We just stall. We use perfection as an opportunity to procrastinate on the things that we really don't want to do. Because we know something is up. We know subconsciously that something is not right. And so we use perfection as a tool to procrastinate on it until either we're too late to do it or until the opportunity passes or until we find something better to do. And I'm guilty for that. I mean, I'll admit I'm guilty for that. Like I said, I write notes down all the time, and I'll fully engage on them and go the whole 9 yards. And it's like, wow, interesting. And at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, you know what? Maybe I really shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't. So, see, you can't steer a parked car, though. And that's why procrastination is not a very good thing. That's why waiting for perfection is not a good thing. Because if you're sitting there waiting for perfection, you're never going to try and move. You're never going to try to get out of the spot that you're at. You're going to be stuck. And you can't steer a parked car. You have to start that engine. You have to try and put it in drive, and you have to try and press that gas pedal. Oh, nice. A mediator, huh? You have to press that gas pedal and go. Because you can't improve what you never start. And perfection is the enemy of your next level. You know, perfect is the handbrake on your destiny. Nice. Tolkien's always a great guy. I love Tolkien. But you know what? Being perfect is the lie that keeps you quiet when you should stand up and be loud. But when you're done, when you focus on getting done, that lights the spark. That lights the ignition. That is the first domino in a chain of dominoes that creates the reaction of greatness. So, if you wait for perfect, you'll die waiting. Like there's that meme that's out there of the woman sitting on a couch waiting for the perfect man. I mean, the same thing can be said for the guy that's sitting on the couch waiting for the perfect woman. If you sit there and wait for the perfect whatever, you're just going to die waiting. Sometimes you have to just appreciate what you have and go for it and try and work on it. Because sitting there waiting for perfect isn't getting it done. Moving to get it done. You're evolving. You're making changes. You're doing something active. Why? Well, because you've withstood more than you know. You've seen more than others have seen. And it's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. It's time to step up and make your next move your loudest one yet. Because if you wait for perfection, you'll die waiting. I believe in you. You need to believe in you. Have an excellent evening. Good night, everybody.